What's up? alexy1 are playing MegaZZ, a GM from Australia, I guess. Zong-Yuan Zhao is his name. Anyways, this is the Ninja Indian, and we're going for this 94. So he can go for Queen C2 here, but then we're gonna go F5. I mean, Bishop D2 is technically a move, but then we're just gonna take the bishop and we'll be really happy. I don't know what he's thinking about, because this is a reasonable alternative to the main line. F5. I mean, Queen C2 is the main move instead of Queen D3, but I don't see any real difference. Let's castle. And I guess B6. And we want to go, in the future, if we get the chance, we want to go D6, Knight D7, Knight F6. But it seems like we're not getting any chance to go for that. We could take on C3 actually. I don't see how we're gonna defend the pawn. Maybe Knight D6? I guess Knight D6. But I don't really like it. But I guess it has to do. He can just push the center though now. If he just takes on B7 and plays E4, he kinda achieves what he wants to, so. And also I should be worried about my bishop on B4. Although it can't really be captured. We have to take on C3 now, I guess. And D6 maybe. Go for Knight D7 in the next move. He can go for E4, but we're just gonna take, and I guess that's fine. I want to be able to go for E5 next. If Knight G5, maybe Queen F6. Yeah, I guess E5. If D5 now, I have to go for H6, because otherwise there's a knight coming to E6, which I can't stop. Yeah, I have to go for H6 now. Yeah, and that's a normal looking move. I think we're doing somewhat fine. This knight is the only issue actually. But if we play our knight, our queen away, we can maybe transpose this knight through D6, D8 I mean, to maybe G5, like D8, F7, G5 or something like that. And on the other hand, our knight on B7 is doing his job actually. F3. Let's take it. We could also take an A on B4 and play rook A4 now actually. If he goes for B5, then we've definitely achieved something. I don't think he will go for B5, but c5. Okay, what's the point? Yeah, I guess we can maybe hold this. Rook c1. I want to go for c4, and if rook takes knight d6, we can also just leave it and go for rook a8, which I guess is better. Because if he takes now, we can play rook a4. And I guess this might be a draw.
Draw?
Yeah. Okay. Somewhat boring game, I think, but sometimes it's necessary to take a draw. Let's look. I mean, I don't think there was anything there. e6, knight c3, bishop e4, knight f3, knight e4. This is the sideline which I play, and queen c2 is the normal move here, for sure. And instead he went for queen d3, which I don't think makes a lot of difference, besides the point that the bishop can never go to d3 now. So normally it goes like queen c2, f5, and then e3 maybe, and then castle and bishop d3. This is the main move, and now b6. This is the main line, and now d6, knight d7, knight f6, and it's somewhat reasonable. Because if he goes to d3, that's not possible anymore. So therefore the bishop is always going to g2 here. Which is interesting, because he's opposing my bishop. Yeah, I don't like the look of d5 here, actually. It just feels so unnatural. These pawns. But maybe it's good. I don't know. The engine says it is. This also is pretty unnatural. So d6, e4 takes, knight d7. Ooh, knight g5. I thought queen f6 here. And then queen e3. Okay. So the point probably is that if e5, then d5. Oh, the point is queen e4 here. Ah, that is quite a... That is a threat. I agree. Ah, okay. So now I can't really do anything about that. Okay, so this wins a pawn. At least. So instead I have to go for... What can I do? Queen e7, and if queen e3, then it's e5. I don't understand. Ah, so if queen e4, we have knight f6. Well, we can still take on e6 though. So yeah, this is just horrible. Knight g5 was winning a pawn here. Instead he went for rook e1, e5, and now bishop g5. Ah, okay. d5 and now h6. Knight bc5 was also a move. So if knight g5, then we'd have h6. Yeah, okay. And this is just losing a pawn for him. Yeah. Agreed. h6, b4, and now he's got some sort of pressure on the queen side. But yeah, after these exchanges, we're doing fine again, I guess. Maybe not. Maybe rook f7, just trying to double rooks and defend against everything on the king side, and we'll be fine. This knight will be pretty solid in this game. He should have played bishop d2 here. I was gonna go for rook a8, I think. But now my pieces are somewhat out of position, and I guess this is quite scary. For instance, if we're gonna take, then I guess Queen G6 might be a move. Oh, just G takes F. I mean, there are so many moves there that it's not the best disposition. So instead he took, and now we're gonna play. Ah, Queen A5 might have been a better move as well. Ah, yeah, okay, just attacking this. The Rook C1, then probably pawn takes or something. Knight takes. Yeah, I mean, this isn't anything as well. This is just a draw. He's just way too active, and these doubled pawns are just not worth that much. So I guess takes and pawn takes is also fine. Rook A8, and now it's just a simple draw. Yeah, this is. We can play this on, but it's pretty it's pretty useless. So yeah, a solid game, not a special game, not a fun game, I guess, but nonetheless interesting. I hope you learned something here, enjoyed, and whatever. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.